Let's switch to Harry and Meghan and their tour of poverty-stricken Colombia. Politicians have been left furious at the cost of this quasi-royal tour. Harry and Meghan have spent millions on security alone, $700,000 a day on heavily armed police, soldiers, helicopters. And the Colombian politician Andres Escobar has accused the vice president there, who invited the Sussexes, of squandering public money on vanity. Goodness me, this tour, again, questionable. What are they doing? They're not working royals. What are they doing touring impoverished countries, Kinsey?
I mean, he also said taxes were spent on rich white people for photo opportunities in social media. And Rita, he's not
Ooh,
wrong.
don't tell Meghan that.
Exactly. Yeah, she doesn't that she would not like that. But it does feel like it's all just a PR stunt. Colombia provided a 14-car convoy and ballistic briefcase to shield them from bullets. The Daily Mail reported that 3,000 police followed the couple's every move, quote, despite barely anyone turning up to see them. And most locals had no idea who they were. One individual hired to perform for them, she was a singer, asked one of the reporters, "Who is Meghan?" This was clearly the VP in Colombia and the Sussexes trying to put themselves on the map. And what a waste of resources.
Oh, absolutely. And you've got to question the Sussexes' judgment in doing these tours. I know he keeps them in the papers in America and the UK, and somehow that's what they want, despite telling us they were leaving the royals to have this private life and not be under media scrutiny. They seem to be doing everything in their power to be in the media, to be getting coverage. What good came out of this tour? I don't know. But while we're talking about their tour of Colombia, Meghan told a panel discussion titled Afro-Descendant Women and Power, Voice of Equity, that her daughter has found her voice, and she's found her voice as an empowered woman of colour. She's 3, Kinsey, and I don't know, she's a ginger. I mean, really, has a 3-year-old found her voice as an empowered woman of colour?
Well, find me a 3-year-old that hasn't found their voice screaming their heads off on the playground. But I found this, one of the references as she was leading into this, I found it almost a slight to the royal family. She said, "I know how it feels when you don't utilize your voice, when you need to be heard or have something to say. Think back to that Oprah Winfrey quote, silent or silenced." You know, so it's almost like she's bringing that up again. Meanwhile, every time she does open her mouth, it's the same unverifiable story. "We hear you loud and clear, Meghan. You hated Procter & Gamble's dish soap commercials because assuming women spend a significant amount of time in the kitchen is sexist. Now tell us all about your new cooking show. Does it take place in a kitchen?" The hypocrisy astounds.
Absolutely. She's just desperately looking for victimhood wherever she can find it. Kinsey Schofield, thank you so much for your time this evening.